Hey, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Not Quite Ready for Prime Time live stream. We have our special friends with us again, Jim from More Sunshine Please, and Derick and Greggory from D&G Explorers. Say hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Tonight we are going to it's part one of a 4-part series. It might not be going back-to-back weeks because we have to figure out schedules or whatnot. Yeah. But we're going to do a 4-part series in which we rank the top 10 rides that I have chosen. Just because some parks I didn't want to go over 10 rides, just keep it for the hour. But we're going to rank them. Each going to individually rank these rides in order of their favorites. And then we're going to take the average and come up with a grand poobah average of who's the best ranking the rides like that. So okay. It should be fun. We're going to do one for each park. Tonight is Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
So we have 10 rides. Before we started that, we had mail we wanted to open. We got this. Oh, I can't show that. She sent it to our address. Right. It's an envelope with magic mail inside of it. We ordered masks from everybody's favorite artistic lady, Cargo 619. So we're excited. Yeah, where's my clappy thingy? Clappy.
Oh, okay, I'll do it.
Hooray! Clappy. Press the wrong button. There you go. Clappy. All right.
Sounds like popcorn popping.
So let's open these puppies.
Popcorn.
Awesome. Cool. So first of all, we got a cool scratch off thing.
Here we go.
It's a note. While you're doing a note, let me show them the masks. So these are masks that we had picked that we wanted to do because we thought they were pretty. And so this is the first one that we got. This one has little Mickey silhouettes, I guess. So
excuse me.
And they open up like that. So that's pretty cool. I like those ones.
That one,
that's nice.
I forget which one I picked.
Mom, this is for you.
Oh, that's your mother's? Okay. Oh, this one must be yours.
Yeah.
Stacy's favorite character is Mary Poppins. So we got, I'm not sure. Maybe I should present.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jim, Charlie, put it on the big screen. There you go.
There you go. Mary Poppins is.
Oh, I can see her now.
There she is.
Little silhouettes of Mary Poppins, right?
Yeah.
There.
Cool.
Those are awesome.
That's practically perfect in almost every way.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you got 2 Mary Poppins.
We have a daughter.
Supercalifragilistic.
One of them too. So there's another Mary Poppins. This one stands out a little bit more.
Ooh, that was nice too.
Pink and gold Mary Poppins.
So we have the white.
So nice, she made it twice.
And then we have. Ooh. Oh, are they double-sided? They're double-sided. This one's double-sided. Look at this, guys. We got Baloo and Mowgli.
Oh,
isn't that awesome? And on the other side, we got Baloo and Mowgli. Where is it? Up here.
Awesome.
It's reversible. So when your bad breath stinks up the mask, you can flip it around.
You can share it with others. That's right.
Ingenious.
And here we go. Greg's gonna be jealous with this one. We got Winnie the Pooh, and we got Tigger's over here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, upside down. Tigger. Isn't that awesome, guys?
Those are awesome.
If you wanted just the a more regular print, there we go. The orange.
So the inside area doesn't have like a little pocket, right? It's just a flat.
No, these are cloth ones. We knew that when we ordered them. We knew that exactly what we were getting, and we weren't expecting anything like that, but we wanted these because we wanted something light because we're going to die in the August heat down in Florida, and I'm having trouble wearing masks up here. So we wanted currently. And I have trouble with those already.
Yeah.
But we just wanted the cloth ones from Cargo because she showed us the prints that she had, right?
Yeah.
And we got to pick whichever ones we wanted, and we ordered them, and we got them today, and we're very excited, and they look like they're awesome, and I can't wait to try them on.
Yeah.
And thank you, Cargo. Good job. Awesome.
She's in here now. She
Awesome.
was waiting over at our live show.
Was she? Oh.
I was just asking about the pocket thing because
there she is.
Rachel made some for us that had pockets, and we fold the paper towel in half, and then we put it in so that it's kind of like a filter. But if you're gonna wear it in the heat, maybe dampen the paper towel a little, and then put it, just put it on the top, and then put it over so that you have something cool to breathe through. That might help too.
That is smart.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gregory.
You're sorry to cut you off.
He's our resident medical expert for tonight.
Yeah.
So who's in the chats? Let's check out the chats. First in was Michael Briggs 11. Thank you, Michael. You are the winner of tonight's first in the chat. Hooray! Eric Newman.
Eric is number 2. Who does
Welcome
number
in,
2
Eric.
for?
Rachel, welcome in, Rachel. Thank you for stopping by. Laura, welcome in. Michael Riley, welcome in. Eric Newman, welcome in. Cruising for Food. James Ryan, Fisher Fun Ventures, big Disney fan, welcome in. James Ryan, Eric Newman, okay, Cruising for Food. They're all saying hi.
Everyone's saying hi.
Sorry. If I miss you, I apologize. I think I've gotten all these. Did I say hi to Noah? Welcome in, Noah.
I don't think so.
My memory is
I
awful.
can't even watch. Kay Atwood, I see Kay in there. The Philly crew.
Welcome in, Kay. Welcome in, the Philly crew. Meredith and Ron, welcome in. Captain Akron, 27, welcome in. Is that it?
I think
Cruising
so.
for Food. And I know we have Cargo. I saw Cargo.
Shep's here.
Shep, welcome in, Shep.
Did we say hi to Russ?
Russ Stapleton, welcome in.
Alex
Brunner, welcome in. There you
Ross Staple.
Wow, how many people are in here?
Oh, wow.
All right, guys. Well, thank you. And I know I saw her. There she is. Cargo. Welcome in, Cargo.
Hopefully we didn't skip over any comments.
She was in the wrong place. She was at the D&G's, I said. Oh, you've landed in the right place now. Awesome. All right.
Did we say hi to Jonathan Chong?
Jonathan Chong, welcome in.
And Brian and Amanda, too.
And Brian and Amanda.
Okay.
Welcome in, guys.
I think we're caught up.
So, tonight's rankings, guys. So we're gonna go over. I have the sheet right here. So we're gonna go down the list of how I listed them. I just listed them randomly. So they're not first or whatever. So some of them might be first, starting off with the first. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna list off the rides, and these guys are all gonna give them their rankings of if they rank them first, which is the top best favorite ride, or down to 10, which is their least favorite of these 10 rides. Just because they're number 10 doesn't mean they hate them. It means that they're just number 10 of this list that we created for Magic Kingdom rides.
No, I hate my 10th one. I hate it. It.
Okay. So, how about we start with Stacy and go counter? I mean, we always put Jim on the spot. Jim's always here in the upper right-hand corner. And so we're going to start with Stacy and then go down with the gentleman from the West Coast, and then we'll circle back up for Jimbo, and then we'll end with me. All right?
We're going to welcome B and the girls, too. They just popped in as well.
All right, so we need to keep track of the rankings, like you can write them down. So I have the names, I have their names. I have a little chart. I have my Derick charts. Okay, so we have our names, we have the rides, and we're going to have the numbers, and then we have a calculator. Ooh. All right, so the first ride that we have tonight is the Tomorrowland Transit Authority is where we started on this one. So, Stacey, what did you rank this among the top of the 10 rides? Which did you rank this in your ranking?
I put this as my number 1.
Your number 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I like how we can sit as a family in the cars and then also just relax and soak everything in. And it's a different experience night and day, you know?
It is. I agree with that. Yes. All right. Derick, how about you? You got anything to say?
I gotta get into the mood with my since we are the transit authorities. So we named ourselves the D&G Transit Authority. So saying that, the TTA, which I had to explain to Greg what that was.
Because I didn't know it by that name.
It meets my number 6
6.
on the list.
Okay.
Number 6. Okay.
It's one of those rides that I really enjoy, and as I enjoy it a lot more now than I did before. And are you looking at my list?
No, you're looking at my list.
But it actually, the movement actually, I sound like a wimp. It gets me sick, and I have to be facing forward. I can't be facing
Because
backwards.
you can't go on backwards rides like that.
No, I can't. I get motion sickness.
I love seeing everything like going away from you, like you're being pulled and it's going this way and you're going this way.
I do love the fact that you are able to see different parts of the park. I like going like right now. Well, not right now, but before the park closed, you could go through and see what was going on with Tron. I thought that was exciting. That was exciting to see. But I don't like it being out in the elements. So it's hot. And then you go inside some of the areas which are cool, and then you go back into the Florida heat, which that's why I gave it a 6. But well, I really do enjoy that ride. I think it's one of the classic rides.
You can't have your cake and eat it too. You got to have the best of both weathers and worlds.
Why not?
So, I don't think they allow you to have cake on that ride.
So, Derick, just to make sure we're clear with the rankings, right? This was your 6th favorite out of all the rides that we did it, right? You're not giving it a 6 out of 10.
I'm not giving the Greg movie score list that he likes to do. So yeah, it's 6.
Whatever.
It's 6 out of my
that
top 10.
was easily misinterpreted.
So number 1 would be number 1 is my favorite. So it's number 6 out of my 10.
Awesome. Okay, B and the girls welcome in, and Tammy Chaudry. Tammy Chaudry, welcome in. Is that all?
Yep.
All right, Greg, take it away. The TTA, the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover.
Why are you looking at my list? Surprisingly, mine is also number 6.
Whoa! Holy cow!
And I did not look at his list, and he didn't see mine either. We were in 2 different rooms. What is wrong with? But yeah, like I've already said, I like to go backwards on rides, or I'll go forward on rides. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. But I like that when you go in a group, like Stacy said, you can sit and talk to the person across from you, especially if you know them, hopefully.
That doesn't stop you.
It doesn't stop me. I'll talk to strangers. I don't care. That's the fun of Disney. But like when we were all on it with Jim and you and myself and Bob and Ashley and everybody else that was with us, we were all mixed. So we all got to talk to each other and stuff. So that was really cool. And you get to see different parts of Tomorrowland, which is really awesome.
Yes, and I believe this is probably the only ride that you could probably high five people in the other cars as they pass you.
I don't know if I want to do that. I might lose an arm.
Yeah, Sophie likes
you are going a little fast.
Sophie likes to count how many people she can get waving at the car.
Yeah, we got 27 at once, I think. Right? That was our highest.
Yep, that was our highest.
Yeah. Jim, I know that their score is probably
wrong.
Yeah, wrong.
Yeah,
maybe.
they're wrong.
How do you feel about the TTA?
Like Stacy, I put this as number 1 on my list. This has been my favorite ride. Even with the introduction of all these brand new rides in Walt Disney World, Tomorrowland Transit Authority is still my favorite ride. In the summer, it's totally covered, so you can beat the heat. You get to go into other rides. You get to sit with your family, as she mentioned, and face each other, actually, So that's great. It's just classic Magic Kingdom. So I've said it a number of times, but Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover is my favorite ride in all of Disney Dumb. I just coined that. That's mine.
Hashtag Disney Dome.
Now, I am of the mind of some days I feel like I agree with you guys. Some days it's my number 1. Some days it's not my number 1. And when I was making my list, it was not my number 1. Okay. It was my number 2, though.
Okay.
It was my number 2. For some reason, I always go back and forth between this ride and another ride as my number 1 and number 2. And when I made this list, the other one was my number one. So, but yeah, I love it. It's a different experience in the nighttime and in the daytime. You get the people watch. You get to go through different other rides. I never noticed the shock of the AC though when I'm going inside.
I didn't
for
notice
some
that
reason.
either.
And I'm usually pretty sensitive to going into the stores from the August heat.
I think it's
when we're
good. You
going
get
to
a
the stores.
breeze as you're moving fast
Maybe,
outside.
yeah.
So I don't think we notice it because of that.
Maybe, but I'm kind of glad I don't. 'Cause
Hmm.
that would be shocking.
Just like next time you ride it, you're gonna feel it. It's
No, I'm gonna
be
feel
Derick's fault.
Derek's fault.
Ruin the TTA.
Thanks a lot.
Another plus is its wait time. I don't know if I've ever waited more than 15 minutes to get on the.
Yeah.
So what do you think? I noticed that last summer we were there, even though it's still not more than 15 minutes, but it used to be like probably under 5 minutes all the time, and now it's more like. What do you think is causing that line to triple?
I noticed that they hold up the line. Instead of it being a continuous thing like it used to be, they will actually hold the line before you go up to the ramp, and then they'll let everyone go.
But
and
didn't
then
they
they'll
do
hold
that?
again.
I thought they did that before, though.
No. I think the only times that they did that was when it was broken.
Any ideas, Jim?
Well, the last time we were there, when I was there with D&G, we I think they only had one of their walkways open. The downward one was all closed off, so the people going up and down were sharing the upward.
Yeah,
I want to say escalator, but there are no steps on it. But
they cut it in half, not cut it, but they put like
masking
a
tape. Yeah,
yeah.
Wow.
So there's that, and then crowd sizes have never been bigger.
Right.
Yeah. So.
All right.
You're tripping me out there. Changing this, and I see Jim talking, and then Charlie starts talking, but then Jim is still talking because Derick keeps switching screens.
All right, we're gonna welcome in Carlos, Disney World Freak.
Welcome in,
and
Carlos.
Matt from Jack, Sandy Claus, Logan, and then I think the Viapre project. I thought I saw them in there too.
It's Ed and Mindy, right?
Yeah.
From the Viapre project. I'm still trying to learn people's names. I believe that's right. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I once called Patrick from Zippity Doodad. I once called him Jeff, which made me feel really, really bad. But I made up for it. I know who he is now. But all right, guys. So, anything else you guys want to see about the TTA before we move on? You're good.
Well,
I wish they would bring it to Disneyland, but we're not talking about Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they still have the track where they can just pop on a car?
They do.
It's not up to code, or they'd have to redo the whole thing anyway.
I don't see why they can't do that though. It's already there.
They'd have to rip the tracking out and everything, keep the exterior, but the ground part or whatever.
Real quick, cargo. I just checked today, and it has not arrived yet. So we'll keep checking.
Okay.
So one of the things that Avery likes to do on the TTA is when we're on there with Laura and Jamie, and he sits with us, and Sophia sits with them in a different cart. So then he sprays the water spray, and as we're going, it hits them.
Oh my gosh!
Does do that a lot.
That would freak people out when they reopen it if he does that. They're going to think people are sneezing, and they're going to go crazy.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. That's too funny.
All right, our next ride is the Jungle Cruise.
Eric's helping me stay on point. Jungle Cruise, yes.
Jungle Cruise, stay on point. Stay on point. We're already 20 minutes in. We're only hit one ride. Let's go.
Sorry.
Jungle Cruise.
Oh, so it's me. It's me. Okay,
yes,
Jungle Cruise. What did I do? I put a 6. I put it as my 6.
As your 6th, huh?
Because there's other ones that I like better. It's always a go-to. Jungle Cruise is always a go-to, but we might ride it once a trip where we have other ones that we hit more than once.
What is this? There should not be a number there.
Why? It's the final, the
Yeah,
total.
you're taking the average score.
Yeah.
Right, and then
it's like we're filling out Super Bowl squares.
You have to put them in order.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Where the heck did you get a 6?
Well, it says combined
16?
ranking, so
I
I
just
added
decided
it
to add
across.
everything?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so my Jungle Cruise is a 6.
All right.
And it's just because we do hit it like maybe once a trip, maybe twice, but the lines are always very long. They didn't used to be long, but now they're like out of control long.
That ride depends on the captain a lot.
That too.
Yeah. You want Derick to go next now?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, go ahead, Derick. Jungle Cruise. What do you think of the Walt Disney World's Jungle Cruise?
I always, it's hard for me not to compare the two parks from Disneyland to Magic Kingdom. One of the things that I would like about the uniqueness of this is the temple. Seeing, we don't ride it a lot because, I mean, we don't get to Walt Disney World a lot of times. I think I've been 11 times now, 10 times in all my life. So not a lot. And I haven't gone to the Jungle Cruise on all the trips. But I do, I mean, I love going through that temple. It is such a unique experience than what Disneyland has because they don't have that. Yeah. They have, I don't know what, I think the one in Walt Disney World is longer. Correct me if I'm wrong if there's anyone watching. But
I think theirs is longer because they have the temple part. We don't have that. That's an extra scene and everything.
Yeah. But with all the other attractions that we have going on, we gave it, that must be the royal gave it a number 8.
Again, I have not seen his list.
Laura's not a fan of Jungle Cruise. Ooh.
Yeah, we have to do it at least once. I think if we have someone that's like a really good one, it might get us to try to go back again. But then you're not gonna get the same person usually. So yeah.
All right. So what did he give it? An 8, huh?
Yeah, Derick gave it an 8.
All right, Greggory. How about you, man?
And I said 10 or 11 is a lot because compared to some people, they only get to go once in their whole life.
True.
So you're lucky.
Well, when you compare 150 to like Disneyland, that's a big difference.
So number 9 is my Jungle Cruise.
Ooh,
that's gonna be my number 9, Jungle Cruise. So
down
my Jungle Cruise.
I know.
Down in the pit.
I like it. We don't go on it enough at Walt Disney World. And you're right, it does depend on the skipper and it depends on their jokes. A lot of the jokes are the same as Disneyland, except you guys have extra scenes so they can add a little extra and do a little different. But I've heard a lot of the same jokes, so
but they do change it up quite a bit, though.
When we've gone in a couple of times, I kind of force myself to laugh because it's like I've heard this before. So
force yourself.
But I don't want to be the only one not laughing. But anyway,
fake laugh.
That's my number 9. I enjoy it still.
Jungle Cruise #fake laugh.
I agree with Cargo. We think Jim would make a great Jungle Cruise skipper.
I think I know all the jokes.
Yeah, but you'd come up with some fresh ones, I'm sure.
Yeah, they might not be family friendly, but I don't know.
For a while, I would get bored.
Think about
it. Get fired for ad-libbing. All right, Jim. What do you think of the Jungle Cruise?
I put the Jungle Cruise as number 5 on my list. Ooh. And what I'll say about it, what puts it up as high as it is on my list is the fact that they switch it over for Christmas and they make it the Jingle Cruise. And they don't do a lot to the Magic Kingdom beyond Main Street for the Christmas season. The Jingle Cruise is one thing that they do, and it's fun. They have different jokes throughout. They have scattered Christmas stuff throughout the ride. And I think this will be the 3rd year they do it, if they do it. So I try to do it every year, and it's very enjoyable. So yeah, number 5 for me.
We have not seen it with the overlay.
With the Jingle Cruise now?
Yeah, we're hoping to do that in November.
Yeah, the last time we went for Christmas was over 3 years ago, so that's
probably they didn't have any overlays whatsoever.
Hopefully this year, hopefully this November, we'll be able to see it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
All right, so
for my Jungle Cruise was my bottom of my list, number 10.
Really?
Not that I don't like it. It's just that after all the other rides that we have on the list, it's probably my number 10. I like doing it once a trip. If you get me on it twice a trip, it's because there was no line and everything else was closed, and we decided, okay, let's just go on it again. Okay. But that's my number 10. You know, again, it's one of those that does get kind of old. It depends a lot on the skipper.
Yes. We've had some really boring.
Yeah, we've had some really Bad skippers, really good skippers.
Yes, right.
Yes, but we have not been sunk yet. That's a plus. Right?
Yeah.
That would be an experience, though.
Yeah, we would get. You have to take that, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So the next ride
It's
is
Pirates.
Pirates of the Caribbean Walt Disney World version.
Yes.
So Stacy, go ahead.
Pirates is a number 3 for me.
Ooh, number 3.
That is definitely a must do, and we ride that many times. Sometimes you can walk right in.
Yes,
You know,
that is
there's
true.
times.
There's not a lot of times when we go there and there's a long line.
Right. Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
good.
We
And
always
it's-
enjoy it. Get you out of the heat.
It's indoors
classic.
and air conditioning, and yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Anything
So
else?
that's my 3.
Yeah, number 3.
Mhm.
Okay, how about you, Derek?
Right, you go first
Hi.
because I'm typing.
Mm. So Pirates for me would be number 5.
Number 5.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of right there in the middle. I mean it is in the middle, but I like the ride. I still like Disneyland's best. I think it's a little longer. Plus you have the 2 drops, and it just has a different feel than Walt Disney World. But Walt Disney World has its own charm and everything. So that's my number 5 is Pirates.
Yeah, I was expecting you guys to have it lower on your list just because of how Disneyland's better than Walt Disney World.
That we hear,
Yeah.
we hear you guys.
Yeah.
Your Pirates is like 15 stories, right? Different levels.
Whoa, that's a lot
That'd be
of conveyor
awesome.
belts. They're pulling us up a lot.
How about you, Derek?
There's there's about 4 or 5 attractions on your list that were kind of hard for me because they're so close to each other. They have the same kind of memory for me, and it almost is what did enjoy the last time that I went on it, because they've kind of changed throughout. So it's kind of hard to say. Pirates for me is actually number 4.
Okay.
And the reason why I like Pirates is the ride. Yes, I like Disneyland's version better. The actual attraction of it, the story makes better sense. But one thing I love about the Pirates is when you walk through it. I like how that is set up, like kind of like the Spanish-looking, colonial-looking thing. And then you go through. You're going by cannons. You're going by different
Yeah,
things.
I like the theming.
I like that. I think that is better than the one that you walk through into Disneyland. So from that aspect, I enjoy that. I do enjoy just in every ride. I look at it as when I go to Walt Disney World, what are some of the attractions that I have to ride at least once? Pirates is always on that list.
Yeah.
So I give it a number 4 on mine.
Okay.
Wow, that's pretty high. Okay, still good. All right, now Jim.
I like neck and neck.
Pirates.
I put it number 3 on my list.
Okay. See.
It's it's I don't remember ever not going on it. It's always been there for as long as I can remember. I don't mind the change to the auction scene, and it's one of those things where if it's available, I'm going on it. If the plans permit, I'm going on it. So yeah, number 3 for me.
Number
All right.
3, yeah.
Correct.
Correct.
Unlike our last time that we tried to go on it, it didn't work out.
What are you gonna do?
I do mind the change with the redhead and stuff,
Yeah.
but it's not. It doesn't really make a huge difference. But I'd rather it the old way. I liked it the old way better. But
Yeah.
whatever. I gave it. That's my number 6.
Really?
Yeah, that's my
Seriously?
number 6.
What's
my
wrong
number
with you?
6. I have other things.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
That is the question, isn't it?
That is the question. Yeah. Millions of people on the chats are wondering what is wrong with that. But yeah, it's my number 6. I just I like the other runs on this ride better. Maybe we should probably give the people in the chat
Well, they've been chiming in.
the names of all these rides to start, so we know that so it gives them an idea what they're comparing, and maybe they can start ranking them themselves.
Like Laura says, Splash Mountain's for number 1.
So the rides that we picked was 10 rides. We did start Tomorrowland Transit Authority, Jungle Cruise, Pirates of the Caribbean, Splash Mountain, Thunder Mountain, Haunted Mansion, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Space Mountain, Peter Pan, and Buzz Lightyear. So those are the ones we're doing it from. So if you want to start making a mental picture in your head of your own rankings, feel free to join in.
We're gonna welcome in Walt and Melissa. They just
Walt and Melissa are in. Thank you for coming, Walt and Melissa.
Okay, so our next ride, we gotta be mindful.
Splash
We're
Mountain.
already half through it. We haven't made it half through our list.
Yep. Splash Mountain.
Okay.
Splash
so
Mountain.
quicker.
A 5.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know why. I think it's just because there's other rides that are my classic rides that are my must do.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have to do Splash Mountain. I mean, it's a good ride, but it's not my must do.
Your name is Stacy, and you just said must do's twice. Is that extra point? Extra Disney points.
Auditioning. That's what I
didn't
see.
realize what you said.
Your name is
Stacy,
twice.
television lady in the hotel rooms at. I don't know if she's at the ones in Disneyland, but she's the ones in Disney World. So. All right. How about you, Derick? Splash Mountain.
To be honest, of all the times that I went, I think I've ridden Splash Mountain maybe 3 times on 3 trips. It's usually closed when I go.
It was closed last time
for refurbishment. Yeah. So and it's usually the extended ones that they're closed the entire time. So haven't ridden it. All right, is that it? Ridden?
Haven't rode it.
Is Disneyland's the same as Disney World?
It's different.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, they're different. Okay.
Just ask Jim. He'll tell you.
A little bit more.
So different. So different.
Well, the seating is different too.
Yeah.
Because Walt Disney World, you have your side by side. Disneyland, it's just like a tube. So you're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So on I actually had this higher, but then I started thinking about it. I said, why am I ranking it higher when I haven't ridden it that much compared to the other one? So to be fair, I put it down to number 7.
Okay.
Ooh, 7.
All right.
How about you, Gregory?
I'm all. Mine's number 7 also.
Really?
I have not seen his list. I promise. Yes. We haven't been on it. That I can't even remember the last time we went on it. Maybe when we went during Christmas when we went for their Christmas party thing, unless it was closed then. It was
closed.
But I think I've been on it maybe once at Walt Disney World.
Oh, bummer.
It's not one of my. I mean, it's not one of my favorites, but I like it. I just don't go on it as much because you do get so wet, and I'm not going to go on it when it's cold. You know, even though the animatronics and everything are really cool. So,
all right. So 2 7s from the West Coast guys. How about you, Jim?
10. It's number 10 on my list. I don't. No, here I like the ride. It's fun, and I certainly have never gotten as wet in the Magic Kingdom version as I did in Disneyland. But that's not why it's number 10 on my list.
They were welcoming you.
Yes, of course they were.
You were christened.
I don't like the fact that you do get wet at all, and then you're walking around for a while all wet.
And it smells.
Yeah, no other ride on here does that happen. So
the rubber stuff smells.
Yeah, and like Greg said, I haven't been on it a whole lot for that reason. So of these rides, I think I've been on Splash Mountain the least. Having said all that, it's still fun. It's still a great ride, but it's the last one for me on this list.
Well, I mean, your clothes smell when you get wet.
Speak for yourself. I just don't like the feeling.
I don't like the feeling either, but yeah, it smells like the water and everything. So it's not Pirates water smell.
We're breaking Carlos's heart, man. Breaking Carlos's heart.
Well, he likes it. He has a special thing with his son.
Yes.
So it's a little personal thing.
Yes.
And we're gonna welcome in Pepper Tree Villa.
Welcome in,
and they
PTV.
Said, you got drenched. I'm assuming that's for Jim.
Yeah.
All right. How about you?
My Splash Mountain. Me and Carlos, baby. That's my number 1.
Number 1, really?
Splash Mountain. It was my number 1 for the longest time. And then I started growing more and more towards the TTA. And TTA was my number 1 for the last couple of years. And I go back and forth. But when it comes to storytelling, when it comes to uniqueness and engulfing you in a ride, I love Splash Mountain. And in regards to having fun with the family on Splash Mountain, we do have a lot of laughs with the kids on that ride, especially when Brer Rabbit gets captured and whatnot. So
Yeah.
and that's more like fun family memories. And I just love how they engulf you in the ride, and it has a bunch of little drops, and you get to see where all the little animals live, and you have to see Bear's cave, and top of Chickapin Hill where Brer Fox lives, and all it tells a story, and you go into the laughing place and everything. I think it's an awesome ride. It's an awesome story telling ride. That's my number one.
All right, Thunder Mountain.
Thunder Mountain is next, guys.
Okay,
So go ahead.
So Thunder Mountain, I have as number 7, and the reason for it is I tend to get a headache from being rattled around so much.
You do get your headaches.
So that's why it's lower on my list is because it causes headaches, and I kind of feel a little yucky after.
Wow. Carlos. Yes, Carlos. I got some Carlos there. Charlie, you're my favorite streamer, buddy.
All right.
So you're number 7
That's
for
my 7.
Thunder Mountain, huh?
Because of how I get the headaches, and I kind of have to ground myself for a while.
All right, guys. What do the West Coast fellas think of Thunder Mountain?
Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and we've been to 3 Disney resorts. Went to Paris, Walt Disney World, and Disneyland, of course. I would say the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad we enjoyed
the most in
all
Paris.
3 parks. Yeah, it was in Paris. It's awesome. Disneyland we enjoy a lot, but I would have to say I really like the one in Walt Disney World. It would be my second favorite of those. But of this list, I ranked it pretty good. I like the theming of it. It's a little bit longer than the one in Disneyland. I liked how you go through the different areas, and it seems like you keep going around, and it goes to different, like what you got, like Old Faithful, like the geysers. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
And so I like the theming of it. It's one of my favorite rides, and I actually have it at number 2.
Number 2.
Whoa, number 2, huh? Thunder Mountain. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to help its rankings, that's for sure.
Yeah. We're going to welcome in Amy from AJC Magic TV.
Welcome in, Amy. Anybody else?
Nope, I think that's it.
All right, Derick. How about, Gregory, how are you?
Derick, you want to go again?
Sure.
No.
Well, you have the same number as he does?
You're looking at it.
As a matter of fact, I do have the same number. I ranked it as number 2.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. I love thrill rides, so it does rank high up there on my list.
Do you really consider it a thrill ride?
Yes, I do. It's fast.
Consider it mellow.
Stop.
Okay, yeah.
Roller coaster.
You can't just sit there and, oh, hi, how you doing? Have a conversation like on People Mover. You're screaming your head off and wailing your hands around and everything.
Like Kermit?
Or in my case, I'm like this, and Derick's like, put your hands out. I'm like, no, my hands are too long. I like to keep my arms, thank you. Like, I'm afraid that my hands are gonna smack against the wall and I'm gonna lose my hands or the ceiling.
True. Yes.
But yeah, it's number 2 for me.
Wow, 2 number 2s from the West Coast. That's awesome. That helps that ride. All right. How about you, Jim?
All right. I think maybe 2 years ago, my son and I went to the Magic Kingdom, and we made a video where we rode all 4 of the Magic Kingdom roller coasters. And I'm so glad we did that, because if we got to ride all 4 of the roller coasters, in a really short amount of time. So I was able to really compare them and know better which one I liked best. And through that, I'm so glad we did that. Through that, I determined Big Thunder Mountain was my favorite roller coaster in Magic Kingdom, so I put it number 4 on my list.
4. Cool. And is it my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
I am going to match Jim. My number 4.
Really?
I really like it. I really liked it at nighttime. One of the times at night we rode it. We came up one of the hills.
He's like, really?
What?
when he said Jim's number 4 and you said really, that's why you started laughing. Or Charlie, I'm sorry, Charlie said that Jim's was number 4.
All right. So,
I know you like this ride.
Yes, it's a good ride.
Yes, it's Sophie's favorite ride.
Sophie's favorite ride.
Yeah,
it's her
it
number
is
1,
her
but
favorite ride.
it's my number 4. So that's that one. All right.
We're gonna welcome in Michelle.
Michelle Gover, welcome in.
Okay, Haunted Mansion.
Michelle, Melissa. What the hell are you?
What?
No, Michelle's there too. Michelle's there too.
Oh, you're pointing to that one.
No, I didn't even point.
Melissa Gover, welcome in. Michelle, the first, welcome in.
I was gonna correct you. I thought, oh, let it go. Let it go.
Oh, feel free to correct me anytime.
Another good song from Disney.
All right.
All right, Haunted Mansion.
Please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Michelle. I'm sorry, Melissa.
Haunted Mansion is my number 2.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
that
Haunted
is
Mansion.
definitely a must do, and we do it quite a few times on our trip. And if anyone says like what rides, what's your top rides, Haunted Mansion is. Everyone mentions the Haunted Mansion.
Pretty much,
yeah. That's like you can't go to Disney World without going on Haunted Mansion.
And I think when Walt did his bracket, Haunted Mansion was the one that won. So, all right, how about you, Derick?
Well, I won't go with Cargo and saying the mansion's going to be 33 for her. Number 33.
Like Club 33?
No, she keeps mistyping. The Haunted Mansion. I think probably one of the worst Disney attractions they ever built.
What? Get out of this room.
Kick him out. Kick him out. Could I kick out half the screen? No.
The Haunted Mansion is one of those rides at Walt Disney World that fluctuates for me. Is actually on one of the highs. I do like the contrast between Disneyland and Walt Disney World, Magic Kingdom. And they're about the same. I don't know if I really have one better than the other because they're both unique, but there's certain things. The Walt Disney World one is longer. I like the outside area that you can walk through, that you have the interaction stuff. I like there's a Mr. Toad, what do they call that? A
statue.
Yeah, of Mr. Toad in the graveyard.
There's many statues.
Yes. And I like where it's located. I think it's cool. So I actually have it at number 3.
Ooh, very good.
Number 3. All right. Gregory.
You must be looking or something.
You were in the kitchen when you did your list.
I
had
know
already
I
done my
was.
list.
Yes, mine is in number 3. Haunted Mansion number 3.
Okay. This one's
Two
already
great minds think alike.
Yeah.
I like Haunted Mansion at Walt Disney World. I still like the one at Disneyland the best.
Really? I thought you liked the Magic Kingdom.
I like Magic Kingdom, but I like the one at Disneyland just because it's the original and
it has a bullet hole in it.
That too, but and they do the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay on it. I like the one at Walt Disney World because you actually ride through the hallway where the statues are that look at you. No matter where you look, it looks like they're looking at you. On ours, you have to walk by them, so it's a longer hallway. It's longer. I like that about it, and it has the footsteps all up on the stairs that go nowhere. So
which we don't have at Disneyland.
Yeah, so I do like it, but I like ours better. But it's number 3 for me.
Number 3, Jimbo. How about you? Sorry,
I have a hat here.
Oh, here. I think he likes it.
Yeah, I do. It's number. It doesn't fit over my headphones there. That doesn't look right, does it?
That doesn't look right.
Awesome. I put it number 2 on my list. The only thing that it's missing is the Hatbox Ghost. I wish we had that here.
You will.
Another reason.
I think maybe for the 50th we'll get it. Here's hoping. But yeah,
where would they put him though? I wonder.
They'll figure it away.
Same place that it's in Anaheim. Yeah. Why not?
I also gave my Haunted Mansion number 3.
3, really?
I think we have a new number, a top ranking here,
we
guys.
Do.
Stacy's probably gonna break the streak.
It's in the running.
Stacy. Stacy, where's yours at?
She had gone first. Remember, she did number 2.
2.
Oh, yeah, okay.
A 2, a 3, a 2, a 3, a 3. So that's the best ranking so far.
Okay, Mine Train.
7 Dwarfs Mine Train. What do you get?
I put it as a 4.
A 4. Okay.
It's out of all the roller coasters in Magic Kingdom, that's my favorite because it's the most smoothest one.
Yeah.
And I can enjoy it, and I like how you go inside with the jewels and then they sing and stuff.
Okay.
So that's my number 4.
Number 4. We got to start getting up the pace a little bit because we're already a quarter of.
Yeah.
These things fly by.
Just yell out numbers.
Now that we have to rush you guys, I'm sorry.
This is an attraction that you definitely need to get a fast pass for it. Otherwise, you're not gonna really get. You're gonna have a long wait.
Yes.
I love
Talk
the
faster,
ride.
Derick.
I love
Talk
the ride.
faster.
I love it. It's great. I'll do it again. It's my number one. Number one.
Wow.
It's number one, really?
That's your number
Wow, that's
one.
great.
Wow, holy cow. Okay.
It's my number one roller coaster in Disney.
Your number one. roller coaster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
All right. Greg.
not my number one. Let me tell you.
Ooh.
It's my number 8.
Cargo.
Really?
Yeah, only because I mean I love the ride. I haven't been able to go on it much. I think I've been on it once or twice. So I just haven't experienced it enough to go on it. What?
You've done it more than that.
Maybe 3 the most.
3.5.
No. How could you half a ride? Did it break down halfway? So that's my number 8. I do like the animatronics and the colors and the diamonds and everything, but there's just other rides that I think I like more, and this one's more newer, so I haven't had much experience on it yet.
Okay, number 8. All right. How about you, Jim?
This is Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Mhm.
Yes.
I put it at number 7. No reason.
Number 7. Number 7.
No reason.
All right, Seven Dwarfs
He's trying
Mine.
to keep
I have it as number 5.
Number 5.
Yeah, right in the middle. I think it was good.
How much more do we have?
Better, but it's good. It's nothing super like a super
It is quick.
for.
It is a quick ride.
I like it. I like it a lot. It's a great ride. How many more of these do we have to go?
3.
3.
We only have
Okay.
3 left.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So what's
Space
the next one?
Mountain.
Space Mountain is our next one. What do you get for Space Mountain?
All right. I have it as an 8, and the reason is also the headache factor.
Really?
And they get jerked around a
Oh
lot.
yeah, you can't sit in the back seat.
Yeah, I have to
Space
actually
Mountain.
sit as front, like in the front seat, right?
Yes.
So yeah, for me, just to have somewhat of a good ride.
At least anything but the back seat you're doing
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So she usually sits in front of us when we sit behind her. How about you, Derick?
We're doing which one? I'm sorry. Oh, Space Mountain.
Space
Mountain. I do not like it nearly as much as Disneyland's version on it. But it actually, over the last few years, I've enjoyed it when I've gone. I don't like with all the construction. I don't like some of the things they've done. But to be quick about it, I gave it it actually raised. It went to number 5.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Number 5.
Okay, so
Gregory?
sorry. Space Mountain for me is number 1. I like the real noise, and I always like Space Mountain. I like I like our Space Mountain better, of course, but this one has a unique, different feel to it as well. So Space Mountain, number 1.
Very good.
You don't have to rush so fast.
Welcome to MGM Family Travel.
Yes, we do. We have to hurry. Throw it to me. Hurry.
All right, Jim. Space Mountain.
Rachel was asking for a sound effect. I put this as number 6 on my list, which is right ahead of Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and I do that because when we did our 4 roller coaster challenge at the Magic Kingdom video, I had mentioned that I put Space Mountain second for nostalgic reasons. I just it's been there since 1975, but I think truthfully I might like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train a little bit better, but for this list I put it at number 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I had Space Mountain at number 8.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Oh, so
I'm
you had?
surprised. I thought you liked it.
I do like it. I just wish there was more things to look at during the ride. It's very, very dark.
Yeah, they could do more with it.
They could do more with it, and it is kind of rough as you get
Like
older.
they do in Anaheim. They do more with it.
Is there more things to look at it in Anaheim? More things to look at during the ride?
I thought so.
Yeah.
It's called Hyperspace Mountain. There's a Star Wars theme to it.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
So I like.
You're in a
Splash
smaller
Mountain.
space in Disneyland.
I
You're
like Splash
going
Mountain.
more like this instead of going a long distance. It's a quick in and through the tracks.
But the Magic Kingdom version is the original, the very first Space Mountain.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
All
What's
right,
next, Dace?
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
I put this as my number 10.
Peter Pan's Flight, right?
And yeah, it's my number 10.
Really?
I don't know. The line is like super crazy for for the actual ride. It's ridiculous.
It's like a low capacity ride. That's a problem.
And the stuff that's in it, I still feel is like out of all of the electronic stuff or the animatronics, This is like the lowest. You know, it's like very basic.
Yeah, there's
You
not
know,
a heck of a lot of movement. Yeah, that's right.
yeah, it's like I would think this would be like it's even more basic than I feel is like Carousel of Progress, which is one of the older ones. You know, like at least he moves and the dog moves, but they don't do too much.
They
There's
don't
not
do too
much
much, yeah.
movement. You know, in this
Fancy
ride.
wants movement.
Stacey
But
wants.
you know, it's just I don't know.
She wants action. She wants stabbing. She wants blood.
Yeah.
Blood.
Oh wow.
I definitely feel the
Perfect
weight
ride.
of this ride is ridiculous.
It is.
I could not go on this ride and I still will feel that I had a good trip.
It's probably got one of the most averages, the longest waiting averages in
Yeah, it's
any line.
crazy. It doesn't
probably,
make any sense.
All right, Derick.
I think this attraction would be a lot better if they added characters from other movies in it. No, I'm
What?
kidding.
Derick.
It is a classic one, but I would say to go quick through it, I don't like the front. The front in Fantasyland with the tents, I don't like that look of it. I think the interactive queue is cool, but I don't like the Fantasyland, that older version of it. And it's down to number 9 on my list.
Okay.
Number 9. Okay.
Wow.
Greggory.
So mine is for Peter Pan number 4.
Ooh, that's high.
Yeah.
I like the Peter Pan ride. I like the one at Disneyland, and I also like the one at Walt Disney World. I think Walt Disney World's might be a little longer or more detailed at least. I don't like the tent thing as much, like Derick, but for the ride itself, I like it. It's just it's a classic feel. It's a classic ride, and that's why it's number 4.
Okay.
Okay, Jim.
I put it at number 9 on my list. I like it. I like the beginning when you take off and there's nothing under you.
Mm-hmm.
That's still cool to me. But yeah, like you had mentioned before, the animatronics a bit, they're the older version. It's still a classic Disney dark ride, and I do like going on it. But the wait is a bit long normally, but they did improve the queue. But I seldom see that because I only ever go on it if I have a fast pass. So
Same with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They updated like Disneyland's got updated because they put some new effects and stuff in there. They didn't do that to Walt Disney World, I guess, huh?
I know they did the queue, but I'm not sure about the other things in there.
Well, the ride itself had some new stuff, but anyway,
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I had it as my number 7.
Really?
I do like the ride. I do think it's nice and colorful. I like how you're flying over the city and looking at the little cars going by over London and whatnot. And I like going through the bedroom window and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And I do like the colors of it. Again, the animation is lacking and the slowness is lacking. And sometimes that I guess it's supposed to be on purpose that they put the big sail in front of you,
but it does affect your view.
Yeah,
well.
it does affect your view. Yeah, but it's my number 7.
Okay.
So we come to the last ride, so you can you don't have to rush so bad, but we're at Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Guns.
So this is my number 9.
You're number 9.
It is. I mean, it's fine, but I tend to go like I pay more attention to what the kids are doing and them shooting and stuff, and it's hard because you get 2 in a cart. So if I'm shooting, I'm moving, and now you know.
Yes, for the person who's not driving, I can imagine it's maybe very, very frustrating. But I'm always driving.
Yes, you cannot ride the ride with him unless he's driving.
Especially
so no one wants
Avery.
to ride with
Avery,
him.
Avery will just
Oh my
he likes
God.
to crash things. And
yeah.
He likes to,
I'll go on it with him. That'd be fun. I like to experience it the way he experiences it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm usually on with Avery unless Sophie gets fed up that you won't let her drive, and then I'll have her.
We switch every time. So.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my number 9.
You're number 9. How about you, Derick?
I enjoy all the rides on the list. I enjoy, but this is on the favorite. It's the least, so it's at number 10.
Number 10. And Greggory.
Number 10 for me too. I haven't been on it enough at Walt Disney World. I think it's the same as Disneyland, but we even don't go on that one that much. But it's a fun ride. It's just not high up there.
Okay, and Jim.
I'm going to agree with Cargo. She put it as number 8, and so will I. It causes some frustration because not all the guns are accurate.
Yes.
And but I am a multi-time galactic hero.
Sophie is
humble brag, just a brag, really. But and I also like it because the most popular video on my channel is about this ride. So points for that.
We made Commando, didn't we? Commander, whatever it's
I
called.
think you said you went Commander.
No, Commander.
Gross.
Commander is like high up on the rank, I think.
Galactic Commander.
Yeah, something like that.
I did get the high score, the whatever it was, a couple times, but this is my number 9 as well.
Yep.
So I think that one came in as the last place.
Yes, it
just tell by
did.
everybody, not. Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right. So that's the list. So you guys want to know?
Well, we're gonna have them go because they have their show.
Oh, we gotta let them go.
Yeah. It's.
Oh, 2 minutes. All right. Well, let's
Yeah.
let's at least just go down the listing. So our
All right, real quick.
our number 1 was Haunted Mansion. That came in number 1. For this is the average combined ranking scores of all of us. Number 1, Haunted Mansion. Number 2 was the TTA.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 was Thunder Mountain. Number 4 was Pirates of the Caribbean. Number 5 was Mine Train. Number 6, Space Mountain. Number 7, Splash Mountain.
No.
Number 8, Jungle Cruise. Number 9, Peter Pan, and Buzz bringing it in last place.
Yes.
10th. Wow. So what do you guys think? Good thing to do? Fun thing?
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Wanda said I'd make a great stormtrooper. My aim is awful.
That's good.
All right, guys. I know you have a show to go to. So if you guys
And
want,
you're coming on to it too. Five
Yeah.
Full of Immortals.
All of
pre-show.
you are coming over.
The pre-show. The pre-show.
yes, everybody, we're taking the party over to D&G Explorers.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Thank you for having us on your show.
Thank you guys.
Thank
We're
you
gonna
guys for being on. It was a very, very fun time. Thank
See you
everybody.
soon.
Great. We'll see you in a sec.
Pats, thank you so much. And yes, check out Jim at 7:30 on Tuesdays. And he's also going live sporadically throughout the week, right?
When I can. Yeah.
He
During
goes.
quarantine.
Very fun
Yes.
stuff. Go watch Jim. Check out his channel. And then otherwise, check out Dean at theliveplace.com. He is the TV guide of family friendly live streamers. You guys, if you ever want to have, if you're ever wondering who is streaming and when they're streaming, go to that channel. It's all listed out. And if you're interested in doing a family stream yourself, just let Dean know, and he'll put you on the agenda, I believe.
Mhm.
Just needs a little requesting. Anything else you want to say?
No.
All right, and we will see you Sunday. Anything else you want to say, Jim?
I think Stacy and I had very similar lists.
We did.
Yeah, that was interesting. But this was fun, and looking forward to doing it again.
Awesome.
We did
Next
have-
up is Epcot. Probably next Wednesday, but we'll share up the schedule. Make sure you guys are all available and whatnot.
Okay.
There's no rush. All right. Well, thanks for coming on again, Jim. We'll see you over at D&G's.
Absolutely. See you
Thank
there.
you, everybody, for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and we will see you over at D&G Explorers.
See you there.
Don't forget to do your duty.
And it's a big duty.
I got the stare again. Oh, I'm sorry.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.